Yes, it's oh Lord, is my life. Who's gonna be your man? Oh Lord, who's gonna shoe your pretty little foot? Who's gonna glove your hand? Who's gonna kiss your baby? Who's gonna be your man? Oh Lord, in me, yes, it's oh Lord, is my life. Who's gonna be your man? Oh Lord, in me, yes, it's oh Lord, it's mine. Who's gonna be your man? Oh Lord, in me, yes, oh Lord, it's mine. Who's gonna be your man? Oh Lord, in me, yes, it's oh Lord, it's mine. Who's gonna be your man?
First, I young from my line. Never say every week be me Tommy product now. With me, be a 500 Ghana cedis. By Misa, farmer land buy now, much me a quam me faswa. Or my day I market price in a banana whom compare me faswa me day a tom adian. It's about me profit in a shoot too. Apples cover say 1,000 Ghana cedis for every week.
My inspiration for co-founding the company is to connect farmers to information, markets, and services. This is because of my own experience of growing up on a farm. I've seen the struggles that small-scale farmers go through to produce, sell more food, and also make more money to support their families. Imagine an Africa where young Africans are taking charge of agriculture and they are poised to take advantage of the opportunity that it presents, the opportunity to produce more food to feed the future and generating income from doing that. That's what Farmerline represents as a company to this continent.
Who made your lovers and your enemies?
From what emphasis why me free Farmerline so be say omo frame on weather forecast na the boy me ma meet me who say tamwa insure better and I say we are ebebo.
Farmerline, yeah, improving the way farmers like Douglas get weather information, market price information, and agronomic tips. By first recording these same messages that are in test in audios, with a simple, innovative voice messaging platform, we are able to send these audios to them on their mobile phones. And they click, and then they hear the information in their own local languages, anywhere, anytime.
Hello, a higher Farmerline if you mun sakaya jumedie.
Farmerline will be the company and then the technology platform that will help these farmers to access information, access markets, and also access the services that they need to produce, sell food, and make more money to support themselves. And we are trying to pioneer that using technology, and we are also doing that, helping the farmers to start thinking of this as a business. A third of the world is being fed by small-scale farmers in Africa and Asia. And these small-scale farmers must produce 70% more food, right? So no matter the state of the world, everybody must eat. If you don't eat, then you die, right? So people will always depend on food, which means the role of the farmer is going to be important. And we think that we will play a very significant role in helping small-scale farmers to think of their farm as a business, to become entrepreneurs. 5 years down the line, we are working in 10 countries. And we do believe that our story will inspire many other young Africans to rise up and use their talent to solve challenges that small-scale farmers are facing.
Anything that shows that those people are giving him money, like at the end of the month, there's always people being paid. If they don't know about the law, it becomes very hard for them.
You're saying that you owed someone money and they arrested you, and then they want to take you to court.
Okay, yes, but she's a follow-up.
You know, the public was less informed about the new changes to this law.
I noticed this, yeah.
And by the time the law was passed, the final law passed, totally different from the initial bill.
Even if the actual bill, as it was in its raw state, even if it had passed into a law, we are going to have a constitutional petition challenging
it wouldn't have survived. We are going to northern Uganda, a place called Icheme, about 450 kilometers away from Kampala. In this place, we are going to meet Pasculina, one of our beneficiaries who was a victim of violence as a result of a land dispute. The story came to us through our Women Property Rights Initiative. After one of our trainings, the community brought Pasculina's plight to our attention. She was attacked by her brother-in-law, who cut off both her arms.
When they don't you Karen, they wonder to check on white. A lock of dog to me out a chuckle long, Mera nap, Bini Koya won't catch a negative tongue, panga. I will not yet a win, or take a ring, you get a match.
Most of these people are vulnerable. They cannot come out and speak by themselves. They have the challenge, they have the problem, but they don't know where to take it. And this is what I'd been explaining to them, that you are not alone. We are with you. We can push and see that the justice is delivered to you. And this is how we came to interact with the barefoot.
The first step, the real first step in doing this is making knowledge accessible, this information accessible. And that's kind of some of the work that we're doing at Barefoot Law, is we're making knowledge about the law available to all. For us, the foundation on which this access can be built is technology. And we have seen some of this empowerment happening. Once this information begins to get out there, then people begin to know, begin to get empowered.
Hiramu pia tunaweza sema piramidi. Semeni piramidi.
Okay, so one.
So this is Kitabu. Kitabu is a tech company based out of Nairobi. Essentially, while I was growing up, education was not one of those things that I was really good at, simply because I was dyslexic, which basically means when I read text, the text never liked me. My mind never, it just never worked. And I struggled a great deal going through primary and high school while I was learning in public school here. So what we figured is, can we find a way to make this as convenient, as easy, and as fun as possible for students in not just Kenya, but Africa? And Kitabu is the answer to that question for very many of them. What we essentially do is we're taking the entire Kenyan education curriculum, putting it on a mobile phone, and allowing anyone anywhere to access it. We start with the conversion of content, turn into making it responsive, add audio and visual, because this is really important, that's why it's in pink, and then do the animation thing, because the animation thing is where it's all at.
Aya, basi nani najua kutumia?
So mathematics, you go to the textbooks option, then get more books. Then you filter through the list. Then get more specific and go to class.
Yeah.
So class 4 or form 4.
Yeah.
So let's learn math at 3 shillings. So subscribe. And then open the math book again. Oh wow, that's
There's your math
fast.
book. Powerhouse for us is the costing and coming up with ways that define and break down costing to make it really affordable for the poorest of the poor. If we can take a book that costs $10 and have you have it for less than 0.01 of a US cent, that's when we have education that kind of really works. A person who walks slowly does not trip himself because you're seeing where you're going. So slow down, do things calmly. Our goal is 1 million kids. Like, we want to see this change, and not just in Kenya, but we want to see change in East Africa, Sub-Saharan Africa. For me, it's about democratizing education. See, with most kids, they have very few shots in life except education. If you cannot give them this, then there's very little else you can give them. And we are trying to make sure that that happens.